I'm gonna give you a little tip. Go into your gym tomorrow. Find the strongest or the most muscular guy there. Go up to him and ask him if you could train with him for 12 weeks. Whoever that is. If he says no, go to the next biggest. Go to the next biggest, and so on and so forth until you find somebody that's better than you. Do I recommend lifting heavy all the time? Can you still get in shape at 62? Do I believe in carb cycling? Hello, boys and girls. Hey guys, what is happening? I have cinnamon, Romanian gangster. Great things about Mona, if you didn't know, she grew up laundering money in Romania, was in charge of the black market of furs, which I am not happy about. Don't know if you guys know this information, but I'm going to show you a little something right now. I am setting up the 30-day plan right here. There you go. Hello, hello. These are the meals for today. Hopefully you guys will love this stuff. And then we got some seasoning. Of course, I got my my coffee right there. So what this is as they're trying to figure this out, what this is the 30-day fast start. So you guys can head on over to Instagram, or I'll put the link right here also for you guys to start the 30-day fast start. And this is slice and dice time. So you guys will be loving this. Your thoughts on 5 times 5? It's, I guess, 25. I don't know what you want me to tell you about that besides that. Here's the truth of that question. You asked a question which is very elementary. You said, what do I think of 5 times 5? It's great, but if you're always doing 5 times 5, don't you think your body's going to adapt to it? So, again, try it, do it for a period of time, and then switch it up. And a period of time is 12 weeks, and then switch it. But by asking that question, it makes me think there's so much more to your training and health and fitness that you need to learn about. All right, it's like somebody saying, "Hey, do you do creatine?" If that's the question, then there's so much that you're missing. Like, what's your nutrition like? Are you eating enough protein and your carbohydrates? Are you cycling in the carbohydrates? Are you taking in the fats? Are you resting? Are you doing a good 2 minutes between rest of training? So all those things off of that one question just kind of makes me think that you need to get a trainer or somebody that's a little bit more advanced than you. For everybody that's in here, I'm going to give you a little tip. Go into your gym tomorrow. Find the strongest or the most muscular guy there. Go up to him and ask him if you could train with him for 12 weeks. Whoever that is. If he says no, go to the next biggest. Go to the next biggest, and so on and so forth until you find somebody that's better than you. This is my best advice for all of you guys today. What you need to do, instead of trying to go on the internet and find what works, is actually do the stuff. Because all you guys are doing is reading stuff from people and don't know if it's working for them or what worked for them or what their background is or anything like that. But I would really recommend just going into the gym, whatever gym you have. And here's another thing. If your gym's not that good, go to a new gym. I really recommend that. Find a gym, and the best thing you could do is find the most intense, intimidating, scary gym. And I don't care if it's a powerlifting gym, but I'm not a powerlifter. I don't care if you're a powerlifter. You're going to learn something. Okay, and go over there and do that and try to hook up with those guys. Social media is great if you're following somebody that's done it for a while. Here's a trick. Check somebody's profile, but I would go Facebook. Facebook's been around long enough. What you're going to see is this, and I'm going to show you a little trick that nobody talks about. Go back to a guy from 10 years ago on Facebook and look what he looked like. Okay? And then see what he looks like now. And then the same thing to your biggest idols that you see on social media today. Go back to their Facebook pages about 10 years ago and see what they look like. And really analyze what their changes were. If there were changes or no changes. Or were they muscular at one time and then they lost it? All these details is going to tell you if the program is working, and does it work for a long period of time. I'm going to put up a picture tomorrow from 30 years ago. And the truth of the matter is, I'm more jacked. Well, I'm not more jacked. I'm 2 pounds lighter now than I was 30 years ago. And so what that's going to show you is that whatever you are, if you're 19 years old and you do my plan, in 30 years you're going to look similar to the same, and you're going to be the same muscularity as what I got to. And it's going to take you time, but you'll get there. So that's what I'm going to try to teach you guys about, is don't look at somebody off of one picture and analyze it and go, this is it. Go off of what they did over a long period of time, and if they can maintain it, keep it, get better, that kind of stuff. All right? Again, you're going to find that power lifters actually understand weightlifting better than bodybuilders. Yep. Quote me on that. And I'm going to explain why that is they can utilize the numbers to actually build the strength. And what they can do is they can actually get stronger without changing their body. So it's all complete numbers and stuff. Now, if you want to get heavier, that's nutrition. That's just changing the nutrition as you're doing this. But for most power lifters, they try to stay around the same body weight. That way they can lift at 181. And they started powerlifting, they squat 500, but 3 years later they lift at 181 and they're squatting 700. See, that's connective tissue and bone density, and that way they can keep that muscle and that density that they built and continue forward. Do I recommend lifting heavy all the time? Well, I recommend lifting as heavy as you can for the rep range you're doing, yes. Is your nutrition app still going live after the new year? The nutrition app is live now, guys. So somebody just asked, and I'm glad you told me that. The nutrition is live. So I will put down that on here, the link to that, so you guys can get started on the nutrition. And you guys know, I always talk about the nutrition is #1. So someone here asked a question, omega-3, how much is important to take? So understand, just take a little bit. And see how that works for your body. Don't get into this concept that they put down recommendations on there and they're just, bypass it and just jump and do more. Don't do that. Just take whatever the recommended doses is. Okay? Am I going vegan? Absolutely not. The more research I did, the amount of carbohydrates that would be incorporated, the amount of damage it causes to the connective tissue. And what I mean by damage is if I continue to lift the way I lift for longevity, it would just tear down that connective tissue, because there's the incredible amount of lack of protein. Understand, all proteins are different in meats. Obviously, the very best is red meat. And the protein chain of that is the very best. So, no, I'm not getting off the red meat or anything like that. I am cutting the proteins back, but that's about it. So no vegan, guys. Can you still get in shape at 62? Hey, Mike, you probably don't see my before and after pictures. You're a male, so your testosterone is going to be higher than a female. And I just got a 62-year-old female in incredible shape. So, to answer your question, no. Unfortunately, because of the question, can I still? You're already assuming you can't get in shape. And this is for all of you. For you 25-year-olds or 30-year-olds, if you don't think you can get muscular, you can't get muscular. So just FYI for any of you, if you're automatically coming in negative with the mindset and that you can't achieve anything, you can't achieve it. But if you come into the mindset that I'm 62 and I'm going to get in shape, boom, Mike, now you're going to get in shape. There's the big difference. What is my dream for Baby Titan? Defensive tackle, Seattle Seahawks. And definitely not bodybuilding. No, this kid's going to be an athlete, full-on savage. Or he'll do something like I did, American Gladiators and TV and stuff like that. But either way, he'll be breaking people, is what he'll be doing. I do two things for joint and health. I lift heavy and correctly with the right rep range, and then I also do take vitamins for joint support. Also, you know, it's interesting. Foods. Vitamins is the third. It's lifting heavy for the joints is the best thing in the world for joints. The second thing is food. Third thing is supplementation. So just to let you know, do I believe in carb cycling? When you're getting ready for a show, I do, yeah. But for the rest of the time, no. You're actually just destroying your body if you do that.